Right now, we're learning more about why We Energies asked natural gas thermostats to turn down their thermostats on one of the coldest nights of the year. Also, one person is dead after a shooting late last night inside the Mall of America. What police in Minnesota led to that shooting. News 3 Now at 6 begins right now.
This is a real issue that we're dealing with just because of this extreme cold.
After asking customers to immediately lower the temperature on their thermostats following an equipment failure, customers can now return their heat to normal. Our Catherine Merck spoke with We Energies about what went wrong last night, and they have a message to customers who cooperated.
The problem that We Energies had was only elevated by the freezing temperatures that we've had the past couple of days.
We had, on one of the coldest days of the year when natural gas usage was really high, we lost 30% of the natural gas that was supposed to be supplied to us.
Brendan Conway with We Energies says a major pipeline supplying natural gas experienced an issue. Because of this, the company asked customers to turn down their thermostats to conserve what was available.
If it was a normal December day yesterday at 35 degrees, we wouldn't have had to do this. If it was in October, November, we wouldn't have had to do this. This was all because everyone is using natural gas across the country.
The issue comes one day after Governor Evers declared an energy emergency in Wisconsin due to fuel deliveries being limited by the winter storm that moved across the Midwest. Luckily, as of Saturday, the issue has been resolved, and people can turn their heat back to normal to celebrate the Christmas holiday.
We just thank our customers. We know it was not an ideal situation, but we know that they answered the call.
We Energies says nobody lost the ability to be able to heat their home and that they were able to keep their network up and running due to the conservation efforts by its customers. Reporting in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck for News 3 Now.
Well, let's look at those temperatures now. Look at your certified most accurate forecast. Here's meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
Yeah, thanks, Eric. We're not out on the polar patio like we were last week, and that's because we've got an alert day that will carry on into your Christmas morning. Dangerously cold wind chills will carry on through Christmas morning, at least. Those wind chills could get as cold as 25 below zero, and this is for all of southern Wisconsin. Taking a look at Doppler track just briefly here. Maybe we should call it Santa track. A little blip out towards Vernon County. Maybe that's Santa if you're keeping an eye on Santa. Those temperatures, as Eric was saying, this is the feels like factor out there right now. Feels like -3 in Madison, -14 out to the west towards Lone Rock and the Mounds Creek area, -20 off to the north and west towards Viroqua, and our friends down at Janesville is sitting at -6 degrees. So very, very chilly one out there. Chilly one for Santa, Eric, but I've got a big Christmas present for us all. We'll talk about that coming up in Maine weather.
We are looking forward to that. Alex, thank you. We're learning new information about the shooting that happened last night at Mall of America. Bloomington, Minnesota police say a 19-year-old man was killed inside the Nordstrom store there, and they're now working to identify a suspect. Shoppers inside could hear those gunshots, and they were captured on one woman's phone as she was filming an Instagram video. We're going to play that video, but a warning, it may be disturbing to some who have experienced gun violence.
Okay. So, babe, did you find the purse that you want?
Life-saving measures were performed on the man, but he died at the scene. A bystander was grazed by a bullet during the shooting, but is expected to be okay. Mall of America was placed on lockdown for about an hour before police allowed people to leave. The shooting happened as many inside were finishing up their final rounds of Christmas shopping.
We saw everyone running, and we were like really confused, and like my friend was just like run, and so we started running. Obviously, we were really nervous and scared. Like we weren't with our parents, so we were like, what do we even do?
A preliminary investigation reveals there was an altercation between a group of people inside the store. Surveillance video shows a man pulling out a gun and shooting the victim.
We have an incident where if someone decides that they want to pull out a gun and shoot somebody with a complete lack of disrespect for human life, I still don't know what we can do to stop that. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I can't even think of another word. This is just flat out stupid.
And a motive as to what triggered the shooting is unknown. New tonight, a Wisconsin State trooper recovering after being struck by an out-of-control pickup truck This happened overnight on I-90-94 near Wisconsin Dells in the early morning hours as the trooper was responding to another crash nearby. Here's a look at the trooper's vehicle, which clearly took significant damage from behind. The Wisconsin State Patrol says the trooper was inside this vehicle, parked alongside the freeway, tending to that other crash when the collision occurred. The pickup truck rolled over, but its driver was not hurt. One lane of westbound traffic was closed for about an hour as crews cleared the road. That crash under investigation by the Juneau County Sheriff's Office. Badger football team now celebrating Christmas in Arizona ahead of Tuesday's Guaranteed Rate Bowl game. They'll be playing Oklahoma State. Now, earlier this afternoon, the Badgers touched down in Phoenix, trading in the single-digit temps here for the high 60s, even low 70s out in the Phoenix area. These pictures come from the Badgers' official Twitter account. The game against Oklahoma State will kick off Tuesday night, 9:15 p.m. Central Time, and it'll air on ESPN. Also new tonight, an Arizona judge rejects Republican gubernatorial candidate Carrie Lake's lawsuit attempting to overturn her defeat in last month's election. Maricopa Superior Court Judge Peter Thompson concluded there was no clear or convincing evidence of any misconduct and affirmed the victory to Democratic Governor-elect Katie Hobbs. Lake has claimed mishaps with printers in Maricopa County were part of a deliberate effort to rig the vote against her. In a tweet tonight, Lake says she would appeal the decision. Did you ask for a gift card for this holiday season? According to the National Retail Federation, 54% of Americans say gift cards are the most requested item this Christmas holiday season. But as CBS's Carter Evans is finding out, while people want gift cards, they don't always remember to use them.
It was fun.
This Christmas, Steph and her husband Steve are hoping to find a treasure trove of gift cards. Not under a tree, but in a dumpster.
Oh my goodness.
They sort through trash outside retail stores and post their finds online.
$62?
$62 in Bed Bath & Beyond.
It sounds like it's not uncommon to find these gift cards for you.
No, it's not. I don't really know why they're there with a balance, but they are.
Nearly half of Americans are holding on to $21 billion in unused gift cards, averaging about $175 per person. And 25% of people say they misplaced them.
The most important thing to do is to treat that gift card like cash.
Gift card expert Shelley Hunter says keep it next to your credit cards. And if you end up with a small leftover balance in at least 12 states,
you can just ask the cashier to give you that money back.
For unwanted gift cards, there are some reputable websites where you can sell or trade them for a fee. Hunter says you should also take a picture of the credit card right away.
So you have a record of the gift card number. Do you really want that money to go to waste?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Encouraged, I dug through my car and no joke found this Starbucks gift card. Last year, the company made $180 million on unused cards.
I really recommend you use your gift cards right away. The longer you hold on to a gift card, the higher the probability you'll forget to use it.
Because who wants to toss cash in the trash?
It's free money. Might as well use it.
Now, some of these last-minute shoppers are probably going to be getting gift cards. If you don't use them, the retailers still get the money, but that is not their goal. They want you to come to the store and use it because you're probably going to spend more than the card's value. Carter Evans, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And coming up on News 3 now at 6, is there a better Christmas present than winning a lottery? Well, the Mega Millions jackpot continues to grow. We'll tell you how much a winning ticket will fetch you next at 6.
Big trucks can be intimidating, and so can their insurance companies. After a serious truck crash, you need a team on your side who knows how to handle trucking cases and who gets results. You need Gruber Law Offices. We know truck law, we know the rules and regulations, and we'll hold the insurance companies accountable. And there's never a fee until we win. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Whether you're looking for all the advanced features or something with a lower upfront cost, with Rheem heating equipment, you can stay comfortable even in the most uncomfortable situations.
Oh, come on. Yes, let's go.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today, serving Dane County for over 45 years. Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Call right now to find out if you qualify.
Call 1-800-336-0524. 1-800-336-0524.
What's the matter, hon?
There's nothing to do.
You should check out Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, home with a 95% average payout.
And with so many slot machines, there's a game for every kind of player.
They're right, honey. And with new promotions and reward club perks all the time, there are more ways to win than ever before. Find your fun and visit Ho Chunk Gaming Madison today.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Now, what is happening?
Well, a little extra cash around the holidays never hurt anyone, or in this case, a lot of extra cash. The Mega Millions jackpot has rolled over once again after no one came up a winner for the game's top prize in last night's drawing. It is now an estimated $565 million. That would represent the 6th largest prize in Mega Millions history. The jackpot has grown ever since the last grand prize was split between 2 winning tickets back on October 14th. The next drawing set for Tuesday night, December 27th. Connected gadgets around the home can be super convenient. Lights that turn on automatically, doors that lock and unlock from your phone. The list goes on and on. But making sure all of those different devices work together is often an annoying struggle that could soon change. As Consumer Reports explains, our modern connected lives are about to get a lot simpler.
Derek Flowers finds it frustrating that his family's smart home devices don't all work together.
You have to choose if you want to work mainly with Alexa, with Google, or with Apple, or with something different altogether.
But thanks to the new Matter smart home standard, that's all changing. The new standard was created by several tech giants like Amazon, Apple, Google, Samsung, and other companies, so consumers could choose their smart home devices based on features and price rather than compatibility with a specific system.
The big overarching goal of the new standard is really interoperability, getting devices to work together, getting devices to be easier to use, easier to set up, and also, frankly, more secure so that, you don't have to worry about getting hacked.
Another big benefit for consumers, increased competition.
Consumers will see a lot more product options in the marketplace, and that should help to lower prices and make these products more affordable.
You should also see lower prices because devices won't have to be manufactured to work with multiple ecosystems. Right now, Matter supports a handful of smart home products like door locks, light bulbs, thermostats, and TVs. But you can expect much more in the future, including home appliances, security cameras, and smart speakers. So how do you know what smart home devices support Matter?
For new devices, it will be very easy to tell. You should see a Matter logo on the packaging or in the user manual. For existing products that consumers already own, which there are some that are being just updated via software to support Matter, those you'll likely either get an email or see a notification in the app for that device.
Something Derek is anxiously awaiting. This is Marcy Whalen.
Matter also lets you control devices via multiple smart home systems at the same time. That means you can turn on your lights from your Samsung smartphone, dim them by asking Alexa on an Amazon Echo speaker, and then turn them off from your iPad. Well, still ahead at 6, we all know moose lose their antlers. It's just rare to actually see it happen. Well, one Alaska couple has proof after capturing video on a doorbell camera. So we'll check it out next. And Alex is back with your complete Christmas Day forecast. Stay with us.
It's the A1 Furniture and Mattress Instant Cashback event. Save up to 40% off store-wide. Plus, get $50 instant cash back on every $500 you spend. Take advantage of 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online. Only at A1 Furniture.
The holidays are for making memories. And you can count on Honda to help you make them. Whether it's in a capable Ridgeline, adventurous CRV, a rugged Passport, or a dynamic Pilot. Start making memories of your own with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Need life insurance? SelectQuote found Jacob 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Our secret? At SelectQuote, we aggressively comparison shop up to 10 highly rated companies to find you the company with the best rates. Why pay more? Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Family-owned Brothers Maine knows choosing appliances for a remodel or new build can be exciting and overwhelming. Our experienced staff has experienced it all as we've guided thousands of area families through appliance selection. Brothers Maine has a larger inventory and low-price deals that consistently beat competitors, including Big Box. You heard me, Big Box can't beat our prices. From sales to install, Brothers Maine does it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Some numbers are inspiring, some playful, some worth celebrating. After an accident, there's one critical number that helps you get your life back by factoring in your needs for today and tomorrow. That's where Habish, and Rotier's numbers really add up. With over 90 years of client successes and 13 offices to help you wherever you are. No other personal injury law firm is better suited to get the amount that's right for you.
Get instant cash back on every mattress purchase over $500 only at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off top name brand mattresses. Plus get instant cash back and 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online now at A1 Furniture.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. It is the busiest night of the year for Santa. St. Nick circumnavigating the world to deliver presents to boys and girls before they wake up tomorrow morning. And thanks to NORAD's Santa Tracker, we know exactly where Santa is right now. He is flying over the Atlantic with Brazil as his next destination at this very moment. NORAD says more than 4.3 billion gifts have been delivered so far. Each December, NORAD runs its Santa Tracker service, which allows people to follow his journey through its NORADSanta.org website, which is what you're looking at right now. NORAD's been tracking Santa now since 1955, and the tracker has grown to include other features such as mini games, music, and Christmas stories. So he's heading for some warm weather right now. Time he gets up here later, it's still going to be chilly. Here's meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Yeah, Eric, by the time he gets up here, it's going to be kind of close to what he normally is used to up by the North Pole. But we've got an alert day across all of southern Wisconsin right now for dangerously cold wind chills, possibly dipping down as cold as -25. We'll keep this alert day going into the first part of your Christmas day, and then I've got some good news. Things will start to improve as we go into Christmas itself. Taking a look at Doppler track out there, no snowfall in the state of Wisconsin or off to the west. You have to go towards the south and towards the east where we have the lake effect snow machine going on over the UP of Michigan, lower Michigan. That's where they're having some pretty significant travel concerns. But our travel here in the state of Wisconsin over southern Wisconsin, not as bad as what we were seeing over the course of the past 2 days. Still some blowing and some of that drifting of that snow. But it's the temperatures, it's the wind chills, it's the feels like factor. That's the story across all of the upper Midwest. In fact, these cold temperatures extend as far south as the Gulf Coast region. We're at -3. That's the feels like factor. That's what it feels like to your skin. In southern Wisconsin, as cold as -14 to the northwest in Minneapolis. Well, let's see what the wind chills are going to do over the course of the next 24, 36 hours as we head into your Christmas morning. Maybe as cold feeling as -24 in Madison. Out to the west, our friends out towards Lone Rock, the Mounds Creek area, -24 as well. Pretty popular number across all of southern Wisconsin. Really, as we carry into your Sunday, the winds will start to ease. And with that, then the temperatures and the feels like factor will start to improve. Maybe only feeling as cold as -6. That's temperate compared to where it has been over the past couple of days as we head into your Christmas Day evening. And as we head off to work and school, if you're working or going to school on that Monday, temperatures feeling like that -1, maybe as cold as -3 off to the north and west. Our friends out towards Viroqua as we head into that work week. Well, 3 things that you need to know. The 3 big takeaways, of course, the dangerously cold temperatures as we carry on into your Christmas Day. Maybe a little light snow as we go into your Christmas Day night. Minor accumulations, maybe an inch. And then here's the Christmas present that I was alluding to earlier. A big midweek warm-up. In fact, how warm will those temperatures go? Well, we're starting off super cold on that Christmas day, warming all the way up into the 40s, way above normal as we head out towards the middle and the latter portion of the work week. Well, that'll be a present for us all, at least in my opinion. -2 for tonight, mostly clear, dangerously cold wind chills. We do have that wind chill advisory in effect as we go into your Christmas day. We're only going to do 10, but here's that Christmas present. If you want the warmer weather, look at that as we head towards the middle and latter portions of next week, and then heading out towards the new year, 2023, Eric, we're going to be starting off very temperate, very above normal. I'll take it.
Yeah, well, I think everybody could take it after these last few days.
For sure.
Just to be able to get outside, maybe get some fresh air in another week.
Yeah,
for
so
so far,
sure.
it's been rough.
Absolutely.
Alex, thank you. You know, it's a rare sight to catch on camera. An Alaska couple says their doorbell camera recorded a moose leaving behind a surprise Christmas gift. David Allgood explains this rare sight.
Here in Alaska, seeing a moose on a doorbell cam, you can just rack it up to another day.
Mostly we've gotten a lot of wildlife, a lot of moose in this area.
So when Tyra Bogert and her husband Chance got the alert that something was moving...
What is that? That's super weird. No one's home. So then I click on it and we're like, oh, that's the moose. Wonder what he's going to do.
And what that moose did next? Well, it was nothing short of unheard of. This bull seems to sense something's up.
And then next thing you know, he starts shaking and then his antlers fall off. And we both look at each other and I was like, holy crap.
Holy Bullwinkle is right. You saw it. Both antlers? Chance says, well...
He was standing there and he shook like a dog and they just plopped off and fell on the ground, and it looked to me like he was pretty scared.
He was a scaredy moose who lost his crown.
He shut him off and scared him so badly he jumped out of his shoes.
His little moose shoes. Little moose shoes.
Yep.
But do they have moose socks? Anywho,
It seemed like the moose was just as surprised that they came off.
Yeah, he was pretty shocked. He scared the crap out of himself, that's for sure. He took off running the other way.
and they didn't even have to hunt for these.
Has he gotten a rack this big? Pretty big?
No, sadly, my husband has not shot his first moose yet.
Oh.
So this is our first rack.
That's awesome. And it came right to you. It was a Christmas present.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. So pretty cool Christmas gift.
Oh, and 3-month-old son Thrasher, he actually fits inside the antler palm in this moose video after 4 days on TikTok.
14.5 million views as of like 2 o'clock today.
Can you say viral?
And drop them in the middle of my yard. I think that's just a 1 in a million chance.
And that's coming from a guy named Chance. So how about a group photo, everybody?
One more time. And I know you already, so be careful. Don't knock yourself
just
out.
Hit me in the face. It's good.
Goodness, well, just shake it off. Oh, and this big fella?
It's a question, too. Have you seen him since?
Yeah, he was actually here about an hour ago.
You're kidding.
He's just munching on the trees.
Now, according to U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, moose, like any male animal in the deer family, usually shed their antlers in the winter for 2 reasons. It's the end of their breeding season, but also antlers are heavy and can become a burden for animals to carry around when they're trying to eat enough to survive in that cold weather. Well, stay with us. Alex returns. One final look at your first warn forecast.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand when everything's made to be broken. I just want you to know I am. I just want you to know I am.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Cheers. Cheers. To your big promotion.
And to your new house.
I know.
What?
I guess you had to move fast in this market.
Right? Best thing I did was get a pre-approval from Summit. Once I knew my budget, I only looked at homes I could make a serious offer on.
And how's construction going on your place?
1 month left.
Must be stressful.
Actually, no. I'm working with Summit too, and they've been great about answering all my questions and guiding me along. It's been easy.
Whether you're building or buying a home, Summit Credit Union is here to help.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now, the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
The semi-truck was behind me. I saw the impact coming.
Jose was seriously injured when he was hit by a semi-truck.
Once you call them, that's all. Your goal is to help you.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Every time I needed something, they had an answer.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team gets results.
We're taking action for you.
Nearly 700 cases closed, more than $500,000 recovered, and we're not finished yet. When you need help, call for action only on News 3 Now.
We continue our Sounds of the Season on News 3 Now tonight for this Christmas Eve. We are featuring a Christmas carol from the Madison Diocesan Choir, their version of Joy to the World. Beautiful, and hope everybody's out there enjoying their Christmas Eve holiday with friends and family, and hopefully you're indoors by the fire, warm, and because we're going to be in cold weather for a little bit longer here, but it'll change in a week.
Yeah, we're in the polar plunge mode, at least for the next 24 or 36 hours. We'll do a -2 tonight. We still have that alert day going on as we carry on into your Christmas day. Temperatures, they're only going to struggle to get to 10, so definitely an environment that is Santa-friendly, I think, Eric.
Yeah, you bet. Alex, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6. We hope everyone has a Merry Christmas.